So you're out there creating your own contractor or home service website and you need some help creating the content for the website, you've come to the right place. When it comes to building out your own website, probably the hardest part of everything is creating the content. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys exactly my step-by-step process on how to create content for your contractor or home service website, not just good content that Google actually likes and actually rewards you with higher search result rankings on Google. And the reason that I know this works is I've done it more times than I can even count. I've done it over and over and over again using the same process I've developed over the years to help anybody create the content for the website that'll help them rank on Google. So let me show you guys exactly how I do it. What up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping contractors and home service business owners navigate all this internet stuff, digital marketing to help them get their business found online. In this video, I want to talk about creating content for those of you that are trying to create your own website, build it yourself, and how I come up with content for a website that is not just good, but it actually ranks very, very well on Google. Now, this process that I've developed over the years now is something that you can use to create any type of content for whatever service that you provide. And what we're going to be using here in order to make this work, we're going to be using ChatGPT, which is 100% free at the time of this recording. I'm sure there's upgrades. I personally have an upgraded version of it, but the free version is perfectly fine for anybody trying to build their own website. Now, this can be used also for those people out there that are building lead generating sites. Not a big fan of that, but I can still see people doing it. If you're doing it to help a contractor, I guess that makes sense. But this is for somebody who just wants to do this stuff themselves. The exact process that I use to make it super simple to create some great content. And I use my website template in order to structure the website in a way where I feel the search engine actually likes. And the reason I believe the search engine actually likes it is because human beings like it. See, when it's all said and done, when you create a website, what you're really trying to do is you're trying to create a website that a human being's going to react to and actually like. And that's the actual thing that Google measures. And basically, on my theory, what I believe is if people actually like your website, they interact with your website, they call off your website, they fill out your email form. Those are the type of signals, some way, somehow, Google's AI, whatever algorithm it's got, measures in order to rank a website. So let me show you guys exactly the process that I use. And it's super simple. And like I said, we're going to be using ChatGPT. So let's get with it. Okay, so before we begin, I want to share with you guys the template that I'm going to be using. And I'll provide a link to this template down below. It's just contractorwebsitetemplate.com. This is the website template that I came up with over the years that I believe really, really ranks well on Google if you structure it correctly because it follows all of the rules of SEO and guides you and basically walks you step by step and actually creates a SEO optimized website for you if you follow it just like it's outlined right here. So this is the template I'm going to be using in order to create the content for this page. I'm just going to build the home page just to show you guys how I do it. And I do the exact same thing with the service pages, service location pages, all of that stuff. I follow the same process over and over again. It does take a little bit of time, but it works extremely well. And like I said, I have my templates here on my page. Here's the home page, service page. So you can just use these templates and add them onto a WordPress website, which is exactly what I'm doing here. Just the color's a little bit different, just messing around with some things here. But just to show you how I do it all. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pretend that I am a concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo, California. That's the county that I live in. That's the biggest city in my county. I'm a rural area out here. It's not too many people. That city's about maybe 50, 60,000 people. But I'm going to pretend that I'm the concrete contractor and I'm going to build out my own website using this template and created the content for my website. And the way that I structure my website, it's very, very simple. I tell people right away, because this is what the search engine is looking for. When somebody lands on here, they immediately know what this website's about, what's in it for them, and how they can get a hold of that particular service. And over the years, what I've learned is kind of like sales copy type of writing, right? So when people go onto a website, They want those three things answered. Then what I do is I like to ask them and kind of remind them as to why they were jumping online in the first place. Why did they pull out their phone? Why did they go online and look for that particular service? I'm trying to kind of like hit the pain points that they might be experiencing, and I kind of poke them and remind them why were they online in the first place. And then I tell them that we are the solution to that problem. Here's why I believe we are the solution to their problem, and here are the types of services that we offer for the service that they're looking for or the problem they need fixing. Here's the services. What makes us different from our competitors in that local market? What they can expect when they reach out to my services? What's the process look like? So that they know when they contact me and my services what to expect. Then I sprinkle in reviews, usually from Google. You can use Yelp, whatever reviews you got, you can embed it into your WordPress website, an email form, and then a final call to action. I do have alternatives of this homepage. For example, I have a second version of my homepage where actually have the email box up here at the top. So I have different variations of that template, but still the same rules apply. I use the same template and same structure when writing out the content. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and jump onto ChatGPT, create a free account with them, and all of that stuff. Now, when you're using ChatGPT, this AI thing, right? Every time I tell people how to use this thing is to use it as if you were talking to an educated college kid who knows how to write, and you have them sitting there in front of you. Make sure to give them as much detail as possible in order for it to help you write the content. For example, if I just tell some college kids, hey man, I need you to write 1,000 words of content for a concrete contractor website, and just walk away. That college kid, even though they're smart and they know what the hell how to write, they're just going to go, okay, well, there's not enough detail. So they're just going to come up with random shit when they're writing all of their content. So the more detail you give that ChatGPT to get started, the better off you're going to be with better results. And you, as a contractor or home service business owner, you know more about your business than anybody. Just tell it everything that you know about your business and start telling it what you want it to kind of say on the website. So here's the example that I have right here. I tell ChatGPT right away, I'm going to need some help writing content for my concrete services. Let me tell you a little bit about my company and the business. First off, I've been in the concrete business since 2010. My business is called Izzy's Concrete. I have a crew of 5 guys, and I service San Luis Obispo County. Our main services are concrete driveways, concrete sidewalks, foundational concrete, retaining walls, decorative, stamped. We also do some concrete repairs. What sets us apart from other concrete contractors in the area is our track record of pouring and finishing some great concrete work. Me and my crew take a lot of pride in our services. We always use great communication with our customers. We get a lot of word of mouth. So I go on and on and on, right? Telling ChatGPT everything I do about my business. Like I said, it's completely made up. And if you don't want to type any of this stuff up, I always use something called talk to text, something online, and just talk it all out. Like if somebody was, it doesn't matter if the misspells or any of that crap. Just talk everything you know about your business, how long you've been in business, the services you provide, how you treat customers, how you bill. I mean, everything. And just give it as much as possible. And then that's it. And then I finish it off right here. Now, knowing that about my concrete business, let's get started with the content. The very first thing I will need is 4 different variations of a meta description and the title tag of my homepage. I need the main keyword to be concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo. So this line is very, very important because now I'm instructing ChatGPT, don't do anything other than create my title tag of the website and the meta description. And the reason I'm telling it to give me 4 variations is I'm going to explain to you right now exactly why. This makes the process very, very simple. Here are the 4 variations for the homepage, meta description, and title for Izzy's Concrete. Title variations: top concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo, Izzy's Concrete, expert concrete services. So now what I do is I use one of these and I use it here, right? Because what I'm doing is I'm telling ChatGPT that I need to have concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo somewhere in the title tag, which is also going to be the H1 title tag of my website right here. So let's go ahead and use that right there. Top concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo. I use this part of it. I copy that, place this right here. Boom. Oops, let's get rid of this W. Top concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo. Right on. We got that done. Meta descriptions. So now I got 4 different variations. So I can pick the one that I like, the one I think sounds really, really good. Let's see here. Izzy's Concrete has provided top quality concrete service in San Luis Obispo since 2010. From stamped concrete to foundational work, we deliver excellence in every time. So I'm going to use this right here and pop that into this part. Go ahead and paste that on there. And then I don't use my name here. I always cut that out. But we have, because people already know your name as soon as you land on here. That's why I have the logo up here. We provide top-notch quality concrete service in San Luis Obispo since 2010. From stamped concrete work financial, we deliver excellent service every single time. And that's it, right? And then these features, I can do whatever I want. Just be creative right here, right? You can put stuff in like since 2010. Right here, you could put free estimates. And right here, you could put something like local service. Like I said, you know your business more than anybody. Local service. So I'm just doing this very, very quickly. And now we're going to go to the sections where we remind them as to why they were jumping online in the first place. And I got a prompt for that as well. So here's that prompt. Here's what I will need next. List 7 problems ideal clients looking for a concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo. Like I said, you could change this to whatever industry. Junk removal service in San Jose, California. Deck builder in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, whatever it might be. List 7 problems ideal clients looking for a concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo are facing and write them as questions. What are they dealing with which would make them search for the business online? Please keep it no more than 14 words and only write questions. So that's usually the prompt that I use every single time. And then it gives me 7 questions people might be asking. Sometimes I don't like them and I just tell it to give me 4 more or 5 more or something like that. So then what I do is just like copy these and paste them right into this section. Like this one here is the main one. Pop that in there. There you go. And then I'll go in there and I'll add each one of these into my template right here. Just like that. So I'll pause that and add all these on here. So now you see all the questions are in there to remind the customer why they were online in the first place. And this is where I, again, tell them that I am the solution to their problem. So this is why I created the 4 title tags and meta descriptions, because I use one of these to put into this section. So let's take a look here. This one I like right here. This is the one that I like. I cut that, add this on here. Boom, perfect. Now I tell them why I'm a solution to their problem. Now, why should they hire me? There's the next section that we need to put in here, right? Now, in the beginning, I told you you put in there as much as possible, right? You put in as much information, you tell it as much as you could possibly think about in your business. Like, you know it way better than any other person would know it. So that's exactly what I did. So here I go. So for this next section, I start being more specific in what I need. I'd always tell it to be friendly. I tell it to be professional. And I always tell it to write in about an 8th to 9th grade reading level. Because believe it or not, most people don't really read your stuff. And when they do, they just kind of want to skim through it and read it quickly. They don't want, all this technical jargon. They don't want it all like super complex. Simple is better. So for the next content, I want it all written professionally, friendly, laid back, but also at 8th and 9th grade reading level. Here's what I need. I want to have a section where there's 3 sections. Each section has a bullet point and then more detailed section underneath each bullet point, showing our potential customers why they should consider using us or hiring us for the concrete project. So basically 3 good reasons why they should call us. So that's what I prompted on there. And then it came back with this information, why you should choose us, exceptional quality. So all this stuff right here, it comes out with. And what I want to do is reduce all of this into this section right here. So here's the content. There's the detail there. There's the detail number 2 there and detail number 3 there. And then I tell it, because it came out with these right here, I told ChatGPT, on those 3 titles, can you condense them down to 3 to 2 words? Give me different variations of it. So it gave me 2 to 3 words that I can start to place here, right, as to why they should hire our services. So for example, quality craftsmanship, trusted services, licensed and insured, or proven reliability. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to copy these right here and also place them into this section. So I'll pause it and do that real quick. So there you have it. I've fixed all this stuff up. I even changed some of these logos to make it match whatever I'm talking about. So there's superior quality, dependable team, trusted expertise, and there's that content right there. Forgot the period on there. There's the content I created for each one of those sections there. And that's it. We move on to the next one. This part's super simple right here. Service area plus the service. Here are the types of services that we offer. Like, so this is where the template fills it in. And I'll fix this real quick too. So there you got it. I fixed this part up right here. San Luis Obispo Concrete Contractor. Here are the types of concrete work that we do. And the reason this is important because this is an H2 title tag. So like I've mentioned in other videos, is this one here tells Google exactly what we want to get found for and what this page is all about. Concrete contractor in San Luis Obispo. All these are sub headlines right here. There's a H2 as well. Tells again that we're a concrete contractor or concrete contractor related services. San Luis Obispo concrete contract. Here are the type of concrete work that we do. And now we're going to move on to the services. Now, when we went back to the beginning of this, right, we told ChatGPT all the services that we provide. So now what I want to do is go in further and tell it more detailed. For example, we do driveways, sidewalks, patios, stamped concrete, maybe repairs, more commercial concrete, things like that. So I tell ChatGPT, look, here's the services I provide. I want a small description written in that same style that we have been working on so far to describe each one of those services. So that's exactly what I did right here. Next, I will need the services I offer. The main ones are driveways, sidewalks, stamped concrete, commercial work, retaining walls, and decorative concrete work. I want 2 to 3 sentences written under each service. There you go. And it spits this out. Driveways, sidewalks, stamped concrete, commercial work, retaining walls, decorative concrete. Nice and easy. And like I said, it's writing it in the style that I told it. Professional, friendly, laid back, 8th and 9th grade reading level, and knows a little bit about us now because we told it in the beginning. So it's going to write some pretty good content. So let's go ahead and copy all this and place it on that website. Okay, so I've added all these right here: driveway, sidewalks, stamped concrete, commercial work, retaining walls, decorative concrete. We're not going to worry about all these pictures. Like I said, this video is basically just show you how to do the content, right? And one of the things that I haven't said yet is when you do this, make sure you read it. Read through some of it. Make sure it's looking good. It flows good. It sounds like you and your business. Make sure there's nothing wrong with what's written. You can fix it up a little bit. But for the most part, ChatGPT kicks ass. And the great thing is it's very useful for somebody who's very bad at punctuations or anything like myself. It takes care of all of that for you. But there you go. That section is now complete. Now we move on to this next section. What makes us different from other concrete services? This is where I take the opportunity to add yet another H2 title tag. You're going to need about 3 to 4 on the page to really emphasize to Google what you do. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it either. So this is where I'll change this to what makes us different from other concrete contractors in San Luis Obispo, right? And then I have a prompt that you can use just for this. So let me show you that. Let me scroll down here because I forgot to do it earlier. Write a what makes us different statement for a concrete contractor using the following framework. A solution to the main problem. State the business as the solution to the main problem they are solving. Authority. Use some kind of fact to validate the business. Open-ended question. Ask an open-ended question that instigates the problem you're solving. Call to action. Just make this into a paragraph. I know this is very technical looking, but just copy and use this prompt after you do all of that stuff, and it's going to give you a badass looking paragraph right here. Watch. At Izzy's Concrete, we solve the challenge of finding a dependable contractor who delivers quality concrete work without cutting corners. With over a decade of experience serving San Luis Obispo County, we've built a reputation for exceptional craftsmanship, professionalism, earning most of our business through word of mouth referrals. Are you tired of dealing with contractors who don't show up on time or fail to communicate throughout your project? Call us today for a free estimate and see the difference that pride and professional can make for your concrete project. So I just copy this and place it in here. And let me fix this here real quick too. So there you go. I finished this line. What makes us different from other concrete contractors in San Luis Obispo? And then I added in that paragraph that tells them exactly what makes us different. And here's all my logos. So now the next part is I want to tell our customers what they can expect when they reach out to our concrete contractor services. So I have a prompt for that as well. Like I say, you know it better than anybody, but I still like to create something so ChatGPT can come up with something really, really, really good. Usually, I always stop by and say, quick question for you. Next, typically in the concrete construction field, when a customer seeks out a concrete contractor to do concrete work on their property, how does that entire process look? From the first contact, the contractor comes out to give them a quote, the scheduling, the work done, and complete process. How does that look? And I give it that prompt, and it tells me what usually takes place in the concrete contractor industry. And this works for different industries, right? For a tree service, for a junk removal, or for a carpet cleaning, or somebody who does remodels. Everything is different, right? Like I said, you know it better than anybody. So that's just a prompt that I give it so it can start helping me create a good, nice, condensed 3 to 4 step process to make it easy for the customer. Nice. Now, what I want added to my website is a section where I give my potential customers a quick overview of what they can expect when they reach out to my business. I want to give them a bird's eye view of what they can expect. I want to break it down into 4 steps. Use the information you just gave me to create the 4 steps. Also, use some of the information I first laid out for you in the beginning when we first started doing all of this. Also, write me a headline for the section and also a sub headline for the section too. And this is the prompts that it came out with right here. What to expect when you choose Izzy's Concrete. Subheadline: from your first call to the final walkthrough, we make the process simple and stress free. So we're going to add this to the website. We're going to add 4 steps to this website. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'm going to add that to the website. Now, before I forget, this is a 3-part section, right? And sometimes I like to do 3, depending on the industry. Sometimes I do the 4, because some industries are more complex than others. Like concrete is more complex compared to something like carpet cleaning, right? So I just create another one of these boxes, and there's an option right here. I just duplicate, and there you go. So then I just copy and paste this section into this last one. But in looking at this, it might be a little wordy. You could always go back and just condense it a bit. But like I said, I'm just giving you guys a quick overview on the process that I follow in order to make this work. And now we're pretty much 90% done with everything. And in this section right here is where the reviews go. So there's a plugin called I forget the name of the plugin. You just pop it in here, and your Google reviews will self-generate on the website. And see this section right here. Check out our great reviews on our service area, service provided. It's another opportunity to, this one I made at H3 to again tell Google what this website's all about. So let me fix this really quick. So there you go, San Luis Obispo Concrete Services. Fill out the quick form below to schedule a no pressure and obligation quote on the cost of our, again, and I repeat this here again, that way I'm sprinkling the keywords that we want to get found for, which is concrete services in San Luis Obispo, right? And then we got a final call to action. And this is pretty simple. You just go in here. So write me a short final call to action for my page. So I just copy all of this, just pop this into here. There you go. Let me unbold this. We don't need to make that bold. Let's fix this right here and space that. And that's it. And there you go. Then I hit publish. Let's see what the page looks like. There you go. SEO optimized website. Now to double check, make sure this is all optimized, right? We just go back here. And if you follow my template and you use WordPress, just download something called Yoast SEO so you can fix the SEO settings on your website, which I already did on this page, right? And there's your Yoast SEO. You can see the readability analysis. This Yoast plugin is telling me this writing is really, really well done. It should flow well. See, just using ChatGPT, I created some great content. So now we just focus this. So put concrete contractor, San Luis Obispo. So that's the main keyword, right? So now we got to fix the search appearance. This is the title tag and the meta description, which we created on ChatGPT. Let's go up to here. Title variations. Let's go ahead and use professional concrete contractor, San Luis Obispo. Let's go ahead and add that on there. It's a little bit long, so we'll just put Izzy's. So we're just doing this quickly. Let's go to the meta description here. I think I like this one better. Might be a little long. Let's find out. So we're going to go ahead and reduce this a little bit and more, just so it fits right there in the green. And there we go. Return to the page. Now the SEO analysis is telling me that it's still not all the way, and I know exactly why. It'll tell you some of the things that it needs right here. Watch. It'll say key phrase in the subheading, image. You see, I need more images with the SEO title on there, that sort of thing. It just needs further, like I said, just the pictures need to be optimized for that sort of thing, and have some links that go out, things like that. Just simple stuff, but for the most part, that's pretty much it. This page, I can pretty much damn guarantee, especially for San Luis Obispo, will rank. And you want to know why? It's because I've done the research and nobody else has even created something even remotely close to this type of website for San Luis Obispo. So I know this would rank very, very well just based on the way that it's built and how it's structured. It's SEO optimized from the get go. So there you have it. That's basically how I create the content for a contractor or home service website. The same process I've developed over the years using the template that I come up with over the years as well. And I feel like customers respond to it very, very well. And Google rewards that and giving it higher rankings because they interact with the website a lot more. And you use that template and that same structure to create specific location pages, like in another city. You can use that same structure for a different service. Like I said, if you're a concrete guy, for driveways, patios, sidewalks, stamped work, and contractor home service business and any other service that you provide, you structure mini versions of that homepage, and you should be able to create your content and get all that going. Does it take a little while? Yes. Does it take a little bit of work? Yes. But with anything good, if you want something good, you got to do it good so you can get a good return on your investment of your time or energy in creating that content and getting things going. But if you do that correctly, if you do it following that template that I have, you don't have to use my template. You can just use it as a guide for whenever you're creating your own website. You should be able to rank your website very, very well on a local scale. Now, when it comes to a national scale, that's a whole different ball game. I created a video for that talking about that here, how local and national SEO is completely different and much more difficult on a national scale. So if you guys want some of those prompts, some of that information, you can always email me here. My email address is israel@izzymarketing.com. I'll be happy to give you the prompts that I use for ChatGPT in order to create that content. For any other of my freebies, all the links are in the description below. If you guys need help, you guys don't even want to deal with this crap, you just need somebody to build it for you, I'd be more than happy to do that for you as well. And that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time.